I've been holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we're tackling another small closet. This time it is my bedroom closet. This is another space that hasn't been touched since we moved in and was due for an extreme declutter, clean, and organize. We're going to take every single thing out of the closet, clean the space, and go through every item Konmari style. I was able to declutter so much from this space, as well as in my nightstand and other clutter that has accumulated in the room over time. We're also starting a bit of spring cleaning as well, so I hope you all find this video super motivating, and let's get into it. The first thing that I did was throw my duvet cover into the wash. I wanted to get all of my bedding clean, and since I have to run my duvet cover separate from my sheets, it takes hours. So I used some OxyClean to get out any stains, one of which was orange marker that my 4-year-old left open on my white duvet cover. Our closet is super tiny, and it has been piled high with stuff that was thrown in there when we moved in and really isn't even a usable closet. We had plans to have an addition put on our house for a master bedroom and a master closet, but it is not looking promising to happen anytime soon, so I knew it was time to finally tackle this room and just make the most of what we have to work with right now. Before we can paint the room or do much of anything, the clutter absolutely had to be tackled. I mentioned in my kitchen decluttering video last week that I knew it was time to declutter because the mess was so out of control all of the time because we just have too much stuff. There's nowhere for anything to go because there's just too much of it. The same goes for our bedroom, and this was so overdue. But now I'm also stripping the rest of the bedding off of my bed because, like I mentioned, I wanted to get all of that cleaned. So we're going to do that, and then we'll work on getting everything taken out of the closet. I treat each organization or decluttering project differently, so sometimes I will empty out the space completely and I will go through each item individually, one by one, to determine what I want to keep or what I want to get rid of. But then there are other times where I find the method of taking every single thing out extremely overwhelming. There is no right way to organize and declutter, just do what works for you. As long as you get it done, that's all that matters. I could not believe how gross this closet was once I got it all emptied out. Some of this is definitely dust and fur balls that have accumulated from us, but some of it is still there from the previous owner. She didn't clean a single speck of anything before she moved out, so there was a lot of mess left behind, and I still have not tackled all of the mess that was left behind.
The one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah. You'll find a different side of me, like someone pretty neat, a different side of me, yeah.
For my other two recent closet organization videos, I have chosen to paint the closet and really fix it up, but on this day, I really just wanted to focus on decluttering and organizing. So I did vacuum out the space really well, and then I also wiped it down, but I did not do any painting, and we are planning to have the floors replaced throughout the house, so when we do that, we'll be getting new baseboards as well. So I just figured that I would leave it for now, but it did kind of pain me a little bit to not fully make over the closet like I did for my other two videos.
Someone pretty neat, a different side of me, yeah, yeah.
In an effort to reduce the number of cleaning products that I have in my home, I recently purchased the Blueland cleaning set. So it comes with a multi-purpose spray, a glass cleaner, and a bathroom cleaner. And I've been using only those 3 things for several weeks now and really liking them. So I was using that to wipe down the inside of the closet.
The layers are peeled away, got me moving through time and space. Your magic can't be erased, can't be erased. You'll find a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah.
Now we are going to declutter my clothes. So the majority of this stuff is actually work clothes, and if you are new to my channel, you may not know that I do work a full-time job outside of YouTube. So I work a corporate job in banking, and I am fully remote. I'm also on maternity leave right now, so I have an 8-week-old baby. But when I do return back to work, it will not be in the office. It will still be fully remote. So I really had no need to hang on to all of this stuff, and I was hanging on to it just in case we ever did go back, but I decided to bite the bullet and just donate it all because I don't need it and somebody else may need it who's trying to enter the workforce. It definitely feels strange to kind of close that chapter of my life and know that I will never return back into a corporate office. I mean, I can never say never, but I am pretty sure that I'm going to be fully remote forever, and that's just such a crazy thing because so much of my life has consisted of commuting and daycare, and I feel thankful every day that I was able to find an opportunity that kept me at home. Plus I also have my YouTube.
I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now, and it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll drown.
I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this long term, but for now I'm putting it back into the closet and I'm going to use it to organize my shoes. I actually don't have that many pairs of shoes. I'm not one of those women that obsesses over shoes and just buys them all the time. I just have a few pairs, so I went through the little bag I had, which had not been touched since we moved in, of shoes, and I picked out some that I would like to keep, and the rest I did throw away because they weren't really donatable.
We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we would both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't.
Now we're going to take a little break so I can make some food for everyone. Today we are making some ground beef burritos with garlicky rice from Every Plate. If you've never heard of Every Plate before, they are America's best value meal kit. If you've been on the fence about trying out a meal kit delivery service because of the premium price tag, Every Plate offers the same delicious meals but will not break the bank. Every week you can choose from 17 delicious recipes, and Every Plate takes care of the rest, delivering all of the pre-portioned ingredients you need along with easy to follow recipe cards right to your door, all at a consistently low price. One meal with Every Plate is about the same price as 1 cup of coffee, plus it cuts out a trip to the grocery store and stressful meal planning. We have yet to be disappointed with an Every Plate meal. They've all been super easy to make and so delicious, especially with having a newborn and a 4-year-old. Life feels pretty chaotic right now, and it is such peace of mind to know that we have dinner planned at least 3 nights a week. It also keeps us from wasting money on takeout, which we were so guilty of the last few months, and we love getting to try new things every week since the recipes are always changing. Plus you can even swap out your proteins and sides to your liking, which is especially helpful when trying to choose meals that your picky kids will eat too. The hours between 4 p.m. to like 7 p.m. as parents can be insane, and the nights we have an Every Plate meal to make, it takes me about 30 minutes or less to put dinner on the table, which is huge and saves me so much time. You can try Every Plate for just $1.79 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering code Catherine179. That is CATHERINE179 at everyplate.com. The link will also be in my description box down below. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Every Plate for sponsoring today's video.
But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll try.
Getting back into the decluttering, I am going through everything that was in that closet. So I'm just going through each item one by one, determining if I want to keep it, if it's trash, or if it's something that I can donate. And then I'm going to start putting things back into the closet. This backpack I had packed up when we went away for a weekend to an indoor water park, and that was last May. So it has been almost a year since I packed up that backpack for us to go away for a weekend, and I never unpacked it. And that is because right after we got home, I found out I was pregnant, and it was a whirlwind of sickness and then moving, and I just never got around to it. So I thought it was pretty funny that I still had a backpack packed up from a little trip that we took almost a year ago.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
So that you get the full effect of this organization and decluttering project, I'm sharing the before one more time so you remember how bad this closet looked. And then here is the after. It looks so much better. There's way more space. My husband can actually put his things into the closet now. So I'm very proud of myself and so happy that I decided to do this. But we still have lots more decluttering to go in this room, so make sure that you stay tuned. The video does not end here.
The traveling kind, it's a known fact.
This Target bag was full of things that we had shoved into it as we were being discharged from the hospital after having our newborn 8 weeks ago, and it has been sitting on our bedroom floor ever since. So finally going through all of that clutter. We're also going to go through all of the clutter that has accumulated underneath the baby's bassinet and getting this room back in order.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you.
My nightstand is a super clutter magnet right now just because I need to keep a lot of things close by in the night because I'm still waking up with the baby a couple of times every night. But there was also a ton of stuff inside the drawers in my nightstand that I really needed to go through that I had no use for in my life, and I've just, for some reason, been holding on to inside of my nightstand for who knows how long.
If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me
You guys will see in a couple of minutes that my husband still does not have a nightstand, and that's not because I didn't order him one, it's because it's been on back order forever. So I think it's finally coming in April, and I'm really looking forward to it because right now he's been using a trash can to hold things at night, which again, like I said, makes me feel like a broke college kid or something, like in our first apartment. It's not ideal. So I'm really looking forward to him having his nightstand, and it's just going to make the room look a little bit better. I also recently purchased him a dresser that matches the furniture that we have in our room. Surprisingly, that was not back ordered, but the nightstand still is. It's very strange. But I got him a tall dresser just for his things because up until that point, he had been using like fabric bins and plastic bins from Target to store all of his clothes, which was just not working, especially in such a small space. Because the layout of our room is very awkward and it's really hard to place furniture, our TV is angled funny on the dresser and it bothers me too, so I'm hoping that at some point we can mount it to the wall and then just have it like on a swivel mount that we can angle it out and then move it back during the day so it doesn't look so funky all the time. But the only thing that makes me kind of hesitant to do that is that we already use the available space on that dresser as a clutter magnet, so I feel like it's just going to get worse. Anytime we have a table or an open space that we can put stuff on, we will put stuff on it, and I really want to avoid bringing in any more clutter after working so hard getting this room back in order.
Let me feel your love again.
Anytime I'm cleaning, I like to get my diffusers going, so I'm putting some, I think it's the Retreat blend from, gosh, I don't think I can pronounce the brand, but I will link it down below if I can. But I'm just putting that blend into my diffuser and getting it going so that our room smells nice and fresh and clean.
Doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you.
Taking a little break because I feel like I can't get to like this side of the room or even that side of the room to deal with anything until I've made the bed. Because this room is so small, it's just really difficult. So I'm going to take a little break, plus the baby's been sleeping in his swing for a while, so I should go get him. If you're wondering what the noise is, it is an air purifier that I have over there. I have a severe dust allergy, so last time I cleaned this room, my allergies were awful. So I'm trying to have the air purifier going in here, and hopefully I don't end up with that. This is where we're leaving off on right now. So all of this is to donate, and all of this is trash. So that is quite a bit of stuff that fit into this tiny little room, and we're not even done yet.
Staying up all night, everything is alright.
This fan has been bothering me for quite some time, but I just could not find the time or the energy to deal with it. So I'm finally tackling that, and I'm just taking the vacuum to it to suck up as much of this dust as I possibly can. I tried to see if there was a way that I could take the fan apart so I could really clean it, but I just couldn't figure it out. I don't really think there is a way with this one, but if I do figure it out, I will definitely be taking it apart to give it a really good clean. Now that my bedding was done being washed, I'm going to work on getting my bed put back together. This is probably the 3rd week in a row that I've made my bed every single day, and it has felt amazing. And it may sound like something so small and so simple to everybody else, but when I was pregnant with our little boy, who's now 8 weeks old, I struggled a lot with prenatal depression, and I physically could not bring myself to do everyday tasks like making my bed. The state of my bedroom before I filmed this video was a pretty accurate representation of how I was feeling throughout my pregnancy, which was just not good. And if you guys have watched my channel for a long time, then you know that that is so not like me. I used to have just a dedicated cleaning channel before I got really into my small space organization videos. So my house was always super clean. I was very strict with myself about my cleaning routine and all of my rituals when it came to that. But I just let it all go out the window when I was pregnant because I physically could not bring myself to do much of anything other than lay on the couch or lay in my bed and just feel bad all of the time. Now that I'm on the other side of that and feeling like myself again, not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for my mental health and to feel good and to be able to do such simple things like making my bed. About a week before I filmed this video, I had actually lifted up my mattress and cleaned out the bed frame and underneath the mattress, and it was so bad. I can't even begin to tell you guys how gross it was. The amount of dust. There was also like cat throw up and just a lot of stuff underneath our bed. It was very nasty. And after doing that, I had a major allergy attack that night. I could not breathe. My lungs were all messed up. My eyes were itchy. My nose was running. And that just goes to show how bad our room actually got. All of that being said, I'm just so grateful every day to be feeling back to myself, and clearly this organizing, cleaning, and decluttering was very much needed.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But never, never.
I have a very noisy baby on my lap right now, so if you're wondering what that is, that's what that is. If you hear some grunting and some cooing. But we're going to finish off this video just putting the rest of everything away, and then I'm going to share with you guys one more before and after so you can remember how bad my room was before we got started on this project. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it motivating. Don't forget to click the link in my description box below so you can check out Every Plate, and thank you again to Every Plate for sponsoring this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you'll come back again next week for another one.
I'm going to smile. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them, no reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But never, never, ever, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Uh-oh. Lucky, lucky,